Trending news. End Sars. See what US asked Buhari government to do. This is the news headline. Thank you for always tuning in. Now to the news details. Please listen to the end. The United States government has invited the finish of work by the Lagos State Panel for survivors of Sars related maltreatment and different issues. The legal body investigated petitions on police mercilessness, just as invasion of the armies and shooting at the Lekki toll gate on October 20, 2020 during End Sars protests. The panel chairman, Justice Doris Okuwobi, retired, presented the report at the Lagos House, Ikeja, on Monday. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu got the discoveries, recommendations, and set up a committee of 4 members. The team, led by Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice Muyosore Onigbanjo San, will come up with a white paper in about 14 days. Sanwo-Olu assured that the state government's activity would be directed by the law and in the public interest. In a statement on Tuesday, the U.S. mission in Nigeria said America anticipates the reaction from President Muhammadu Buhari government and Lagos authorities. The embassy stated that official actions are essential for an interaction that addresses a significant component of accountability with respect to the End Sars protests and occasions at the toll gates. Those events led to serious allegations against some members of the security forces, the statement reads. We look forward to the Lagos State and federal governments taking suitable measures to address those alleged abuses as well as the grievances of the victims and their families. The U.S. has told the Lagos State Panel to give them the survivors of Sars related maltreatment and different issues. This is still concerning the End Sars protest that happened in Lekki toll gate, October 20, 2020, where many youths were dead. Many youths were harassed by this army. Many have been reported missing, presumed dead. The US have looked into this case and they want to know everything concerning the End Sars protests. The UN, US, Amnesty International, others demand full implementation of Lagos Panel's recommendation. Reactions calling for full implementation have trailed the recommendations of the Lagos State Panel of Inquiry, which indicted the Nigerian army and the police for killing peaceful protesters on October 20, 2020, during last year's End Sars protests at Lekki toll gate. The United Nations, UN, in Nigeria, the United States government, through its embassy in Nigeria, Amnesty International, and human rights lawyer Femi Falana, among others, made the call in separate statements on Tuesday. The UN resident and humanitarian coordinator for Nigeria, Edward Callon, welcome to the submission of the panel's report. In a statement by a UN National Information Officer, Oluseyi Shoremekun, he noted that the submission of the findings of the judicial panel would accelerate the process of justice and accountability. I welcome the submission to the Lagos State Governor, H.E. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, of the reports of the judicial panel on claims of brutality and shooting in the Lekki area of Lagos State during the 2020 Sars protests. I urge the government to implement the recommendations of the Judicial Panel of Inquiry to rebuild trust and start the process of healing and reconciliation, the statement added. The United States, through its diplomatic mission in Nigeria, said it would be looking forward to the Lagos State government's response to the panel's report. It said in its statement that the government's response was expected to be part of a process that represents an important mechanism of accountability regarding the EndSARS protests and the events that took place near the Lekki toll gate on October 20, 2020. Those events led to serious allegations against some members of the security forces, and we look forward to the Lagos State and federal governments taking suitable measures to address those alleged abuses, as well as the grievances of the victims and their families. Also responding to the findings of the panel, Ozia Ojigbo, Director, Amnesty International Nigeria, said Mr. Buhari must act on the report of the panel. She said the report confirming that the Nigerian army and police shot peaceful protesters at the Lekki toll gate on October 20, 2020, was the truth about what happened at Lekki toll gate. The organization said it contradicted the blatant denial by the Nigerian government that deadly force was used against peaceful EndSARS protesters. It recalled that it had a day after the crackdown conducted its own underground investigation, which confirmed that the Nigerian army and police killed at least 12 peaceful protesters in Lekki and Alausa, with evidence gathered from witnesses, video footage, and hospital reports. Thank you for always tuning in. Do have a wonderful day.